Afternoon everyone, and welcome to my brief video overview of the game, the World Cup game. Now I love this game, and I noticed on Board Game Geek there was no video for it. I'm not a mighty video guy and my skills aren't great, but I thought I'd at least give an overview in case anyone was interested. I'm probably sure I've lost most of you already by just looking at the board, which looks I guess like a spreadsheet or something, but don't be put off by the spreadsheet look and the football theme or soccer theme. It's a really good game and one of my favourites, and one I'm always wanting to play, so I thought I'd just give a quick rules explanation just to give you an idea of what to expect if you're going to play it. So the World Cup game in its standard box comes with this board, which is the World Cup for 2002. And it also comes with a board for the first World Cup in Uruguay, which also has the semi-final and final stage for the 2002 as well. So that's what you're getting in the base set. If you buy expansions, you can pick those up as well, and they have all the different World Cups. So there's England 66, the group stages, which come with all the different teams. You'll also get the counters for the different teams. I'm not getting them all out now, but this one I've got all the counters for the different World Cups now, so it does mean that every time I play I need to sort through, but you get 2 counters for each country. So when you choose your World Cup, you take out all the counters for that World Cup. So you've got 2 Irish, 2 Saudi, 2 German, 2 Costa Rican, and so on. You lay them out, and then each player will draw countries out of the hat, I guess. We tend to play seeded, so that, say there's 6 players, we choose the 6 best teams and put them aside, so everyone has at least one good team to go through. The teams are rated depending on how they did at the World Cup. So the black teams, such as Germany and Brazil, they're the best. They've got the most space to score goals in, and also there's a few dice rolls in the game, and there's more black dots on the dice than any other. The next rated teams are the reds. So you've got Turkey, South Korea, they made the semi-finals, and then you've got the blues, who sort of made the quarter-finals in the World Cup. So you got England, you got Sweden on that group, you got the Japanese, they were the hosts, they did well that time. You got Italy, you got Senegal, Spain, and so on. Then green are the next. They qualified, or at least did well in their group. And then the yellows, and then the worst teams in the tournament, the white. So you got the Saudis and the Chinese in this World Cup. So the game is fixed a little bit towards the better teams performing well again, but that's enjoyable, because that should be how it is. You know, when you draw your teams, if you draw Germany or Brazil, you should expect that they're going to do better. So that's quite exciting. When you draw the teams, you can take hold of these little plastic balls. So when you take a team counter, you'll put it in front of you to remind you who you are, and then you can check. Say if I've got Argentina, I'll get the green ball and put it there so that I know kind of how good my teams are, and these are used later on as well. So it's for the look of all the board and everything, it is actually a card-based game. So you've got a deck of cards, which is the main thing, but these aside for a second. The cards got different actions you can play. Everyone will start with 3 cards, and then on your turn basically you play a card, do what the card says, and then you draw a new card to replace it. And that is it for this World Cup. This group stage, all the games are played at once. You go through the deck once, that's half time, shuffle, go through the deck again, that's full time, and then you go on to the knockout stage after. But anyway, I'll just go into how it plays basically. So you've got all the different cards. So there's one with 1 goal, you have defense cards, you've got 2+1, 1+1. So this is how it works. So all these spaces are important. So let's focus on let's pick one different colours. Go this one. The Brazil, Turkey, China, Costa Rica group. So if you play a card with 1 goal, it says you can place a goal tile on any team of any colour. So you go, tick one of the 1 goal tiles, and then you can place it for any team. It doesn't have to be your team, but normally you'll be giving goals to yours. So say I'm Brazil, I can take my goal token, I put it on the first spot moving out from Brazil. So now Brazil are beating Turkey 1-0. Lovely. So there's the 2 goal cards. You can place a 2 goal tile on black, red, blue or green teams. However, the yellow and like the grey white teams are a bit weak, so this only counts as 1 goal for those. So I'll take a 2 goal tile and say I'm Turkey this time. I can play it on Turkey, and whoa, it's 2-1. Fantastic. And the big card, the one that everyone wants, is the 3 goal card. So you're placing 3 goals on black, red or blue, just 2 on a green because they're not quite good enough, and then still just 1 on yellow and grey, so it really is fixed against them. So I'll take my 3, so put it on Brazil. Now if I wanted, I could put it after that one if I was Brazil, so I'm working out, boop, boop, boop. So now it's 4-2. So there we go. Now you can also, as you build out the goals, dun, 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 you can go over the flag. So Brazil have 4 spaces to fill, whereas the weak teams like China only have 2, and the medium teams like Costa Rica just have the 3 spaces. So again, the stronger teams have got more space in which to score. So that's the goals. Then you've got other ones, such as this 1+1. So you take 2 1-goal tiles and you play them for different teams. So say for example I've got Costa Rica and Turkey in this group. I could play 1 on Costa Rica. I won't play against Turkey, I'll play against Brazil, and then I could put 1 on Turkey against China. So that's 1+1. Then there's 1+1+1, which is the same, but I can put 3 different goal tokens for 3 different teams. Again, they don't all need to be mine. So I could put 1 on Turkey, 1 on Costa Rica, and then maybe in another group, I've got Russia, so maybe I'll put 1 for Russia. So there we go. There's also 2+1. So you can place a 2 goal token and then a 1 goal token. The 2 goal rule follows the same as the 2 goal tile, so you can't put the 2 on a yellow or grey. You can put the 1 on it, or you can make that a 1 and put onto it, but the 2 has to follow the same rule. So that is all the basic goal cards. Now we've got defence and attack. Now the attack at first sight is an underpowered card, and there's a lot of them in the deck, and it's a bit annoying to have just 3 of them in your hand, but they're quite useful. An attack on its own counts as half a goal, which I know sounds a bit crazy, but if I had 1 there on China and put another one, that means I've scored a goal. I've put pressure on, and now I've got 1 goal. True, I've used lots of space to do it, but I've actually scored, so it's better than nothing. Also, having half a goal might be useful at the end, because once we've gone through the deck, the dice are rolled for each group, and for each spot we add half a goal. So for every game with a green in, that's half-half. So greens can score 1 goal, extra goal for each game, reds can score an extra half, and yellow teams can score an extra half in this group. There's no yellow, but... So having half a goal isn't actually that bad a thing. So you can use that to attack, or also, if Brazil were doing this well against Turkey, like massive thrashing, what's that, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, they could start filling up Turkey's space with attacks. It's clogging up their space, so you can play it on your opponents as well. So that's really clever. So although it's helping them, it's not helping them as much as they want, because they need to score 7 goals here, and you've clogged up a space. So that's 2 ways of using attack. The other way is defence, and defence kind of has 3 main uses, I guess. First, you can use it to clog up your opposition. So, you know, I can start filling up the Turkish, you know, I'm defending against them, so I'm filling up all their chances. So now they just scored 2 goals and they've got no more space. That's one. Another thing that a defence does is it flips an attack goal over. So it's still clogging up a space, but it's worth nothing. So you've sort of broken down the attack. Or, the other thing it can do is, if you've scored a 3 goal, that could be disallowed for some reason. But if you defend your goal, you can't affect that anymore, because there's some cards that I'm going to show in a second which can affect cards.